5 years since the day I parted with her. I have also sunk into severe depression for 5 years. The psychologist looked at the checklist in his hand. His face was extremely serious. Muke, your depression and anxiety have worsened. This psychological counseling session felt utterly useless, but I just bowed my head and apologized, unable to utter a single word. In my heart, thinking of the unopened sealed pills in the drawer, the feeling of guilt drowned me. 5 years already. Ching Ching. You truly have a heart of stone. I was haunted relentlessly by nightmares, feeling as if I were about to suffocate. Right at that moment, the phone screen suddenly lit up with a notification. I hurriedly scrambled to my feet. The CEO of Shen Corporation, Shen Ching Ching, returning to the country in grand style with her fiancé. My heart trembled violently. Ching Ching. Fiancé? So you already have a fiancé? I felt the 5 years of stubborn endurance were like a colossal joke, so I stood up abruptly. Dr. Liang, today's therapy session ends here. I won't come again in the future. Let fate decide. Live if I can. If I can't live, dying would be peaceful. Someone like me should be lowly to the very dust, seeing no light, no days or months. I didn't wait for psychologist Liang Kiming to react and left immediately, stepping out of the clinic, regardless of the heavy rain pouring down. On the large screen of the commercial building, repeating the news of her return, she stood beside that man, truly a match of talent and beauty, the breath I had struggled to hold for 5 years. At this moment, completely shattered, I was like a wandering ghost, numbly walking toward the intersection. Cold rain lashed against my face. My eyes blurred into a haze, unable even to see the traffic lights clearly. The next second, I charged straight into the traffic. A McLaren swerved sharply to avoid me, crashing hard into a large tree by the road. I just glanced coldly, turned to leave. What in this shattered world was worth my lingering? But the car door suddenly opened. A woman with sharp aura, holding a black umbrella, stepped toward me. Each step she took was like stomping hard on the sharp tip of my heart, until the face I had dreamed of for 5 years appeared before my eyes, within arm's reach. In my mind, only one word: good. But as I took one step, my wrist was gripped tightly by a strong force. Her icy voice rang in my ear. Muke, 5 years no see, you've turned into this ghostly appearance. Clearly a familiar voice, but only left with biting sarcasm. No trace of gentleness. I struggled desperately, but my wrist was held firmly by her, unable to move. Shen Ching King's voice was cold enough to freeze. You made me crash into a tree. This limited edition car is ruined. Think of a way to compensate. My whole body trembled. Voice weak. Not intentional. I was the one who ran the red light. Indeed, I am the one at fault. But she said it was a limited edition car, production discontinued. How could I repay with my life? One not intentional and it's over. Her voice full of implication, but her umbrella unconsciously tilted toward me. Rain soaked her back, also melting my frozen heart. How much for the car? Before discontinuation, it was 26 million. Now it must be double. Shen Ching Ching curled her lips in a faint smile. For old time's sake. 60 million bank transfer or Alipay. 60 million? I don't even have 60,000, sorry. I have no money, can I pay in installments? This apology is for today and also for 5 years ago. But Shen Ching Ching directly took out her phone and dialed 110. I want to report to the police. Someone ran a red light causing my car to be damaged. So we both ended up at the police station. In the station, I sat facing her. She still had the appearance from 5 years ago, only her eyes no longer radiant, only firm and steady. She just casually tapped the table, each tap like striking my heart. Muke, 60 million is already for old time's sake. I bowed my head low, rather die at her hands than owe her anything more. I really have no money. Can I pay in installments? I will definitely repay. This might be the only chance for me to still connect with her. But she smiled faintly, full of mockery. Installments. Do you have a job? Do you have stable income? I was immediately speechless. No, I have nothing at all. Even the officer beside couldn't stand it. Muke, the camera shows you really ran the red light. If not for her quick reaction, the consequences would be unimaginable. I slowly raised my head, catching a flash of pity in her eyes. I will compensate her, even if it takes my whole life to repay. But Shen Qingqing snorted coldly. What do I have to trust an idle good for anything? Though her mouth said that, I could feel her worrying. She had no idea these 5 years. How I lived like a shadow. The officer beside also chimed in, "Where is your family? Call your family to compensate." I immediately cut him off. Voice hoarse. "I have no family." These were words like a huge rock smashing into her heart. I clearly saw her pupils contract. On Shen Qingqing's face flashed anger, even mixed with some grievance. She seemed to be waiting for me to explain something, but I was like being choked, unable to speak. Finally, she completely lost patience. "I don't want the reputation of bullying others. Starting tomorrow, come to Shen Corporation as my personal secretary. Monthly salary 50,000 until you pay off the debt. Monthly salary 50,000. I almost nodded without hesitation. I agree, but let me say first, only as secretary, not as a third party. As soon as my words ended, Shen Qingqing's face immediately turned black as the bottom of a pot. She gritted her teeth and snorted coldly, "Moo, can you overestimate yourself with your half-dead appearance? I really have no interest." After speaking, she threw a business card and turned to leave. "Report on time tomorrow." I watched her retreating back, wanting to chase, but my feet were nailed in place because a young man hurriedly ran to her side. That must be her fiancé. Just hearing that young man's sweet, coquettish voice. "Qingqing, my favorite car is ruined. Did you make him pay?" So that's how it is. It was her fiancé's favorite car. No wonder she demanded 60 million from me. Turns out it was to compensate him. "Muke, wake up. She no longer belongs to you." They shared one umbrella, gradually walking away. The world seemed left with only me. An officer handed me an umbrella. "Take it. Return it when the rain stops." I softly thanked, then stepped out of the police station. A red Ferrari stopped in front of me. The car door opened. A familiar figure holding an umbrella ran toward me. It was Gu Xian. "Moo, why are you standing here dazed? Get in the car quickly." Gu Xian pushed me into the car, then also got in, stepped on the gas and sped away. That moment happened to be clearly seen by Shen Qingqing not far away. In the car, the atmosphere was heavy. Baba Zion beside fearlessly asked, "Cousin, that young man is your first love, that Ferrari?" Shen Qingqing didn't wait for him to finish and shouted, "Shut up." As soon as we got home, Gu Xian pointed at my nose and scolded, "Muke, you don't want to live anymore." But after scolding, his eyes reddened first. He plopped down, hugging my face, and "Moo, if you die, what about me? You are my only relative." I held his hand, like a child admitting fault. "Xian, I was wrong. I will never have such thoughts again." To reassure him, I tried to act relaxed, continued, "I still owe 60 million. Have to pay it all before I can die. But monthly salary 50,000 a year, only 600,000. Repaying this debt would take 100 years, so done. Even if I want to die, I can't." Gu Xian was stunned after hearing. Then, as if realizing something, he arrogantly pouted, deliberately speaking tough, "Muke, if you dare lie to me, I will go to your funeral and dance disco, making sure you can't rest in peace." Looking at his little son-like appearance, the long-suppressed mood in me finally lightened a bit. Xian, I really don't want to die anymore, because she has returned just one word. She immediately ignited the gossip fire in Gu Xian's heart. He scooted closer, lowered voice, "Moo, the person you bumped into today, could it be Shen Qingqing?" The moment I nodded, Gu Xian's suspended heart completely cooled. No wonder crashing a limited luxury car didn't lead to jail, even allowed installments. The other party even gave you a job. How can there be such a good thing in the world, unless that person is Shen Qingqing? I looked at him, slowly opened mouth. "It's her. That McLaren has discontinued production. Original price 26 million. She wants me to pay 60 million. What's 60 million? Gu Xian jumped in anger. "Isn't she pushing you to death?" But he quickly calmed down, looked at me full of pity. "Moo, If you don't want to see her, I will lend you money. My company isn't big, but 60 million can still be managed. I shook my head, no need. Just being a secretary. What's the big deal? Anyway, she already has a fiance. Probably has no intentions toward me. The third day, I quietly left Gu Xian's house. Who knew as soon as I stepped into the so-called home, a teacup exploded right at my feet. Zhao Jiajia sneered and cursed, you unfilial child. You still have the face to come back. I, expressionless, went straight upstairs to change clothes. I still had to report to Shen Corporation. But when going downstairs, younger brother Zhao Hansheng blocked me. Face full of excitement, brother, where did you go last night? Could it be? Just crawled down from some old woman's. He turned to Zhao Jiajia, mom. You have to manage him tightly, otherwise you'll lose face. These words completely enraged Zhao Jiajia. She charged forward, slapped my face hard, you lowly thing. Just like your father lowly. Told you to accompany Mr. Wang, you refused. Now actively climbing into someone else's bed. My cheek burned with pain. I tilted my head, eyes lifeless. Speaking as if I desperately want to be your son. Zhao Jiajia trembled with anger. Only left with the ultimate move, Muke. Your father's share certificate is still in my hands. You better obey me. My lifeless face finally showed some fluctuation. Coldly looked at her, Zhao Jiajia. You better not push me. A madman killing doesn't break the law. The day you provoke me, at worst we perish together. Unexpectedly, Zhao Hansheng laughed, brother. You're just depressed, mom. Li Jia isn't paying attention to him. Do we need to make it clear to second Miss Li? That's a top-tier wealthy family. Zhao Hansheng's words immediately made Zhao Jiajia's eyes light up. She eyes sparkling, yes. Tonight, dress nicely, go meet second Miss Li. Her taking a fancy to you is your blessing. I coldly smiled inside. Second Miss Li Jia, that famously debauched one. Zhao Jiajia to ruin me. Truly uses any means. I was too lazy to pay attention to them. Turned and left. Reporting time was near. I couldn't delay anymore. If it's such a great blessing, let your precious son enjoy it. I can't accept this blessing, please take it back. I threw this sentence, then left. I walked without looking back. Behind, Zhao Jiajia was speechless. This unfilial child, how after one night lost control. At the same time, CEO office of Shen Corporation. Shen Qingqing stared at the custom-made clock. As time passed minute by minute. Muke, if you dare stand me up, I will personally soak you in formalin. Make you a specimen only belonging to me. The board meeting was about to start, but Shen Qingqing seemed not to hear. Exactly 9 o'clock, that man still hadn't appeared. Right then, the phone suddenly rang. She picked up lightning fast. The corner of her mouth immediately curved into a satisfied smile. Tell him to come up. So I stood before Shen Qingqing, her gaze on me, like the heart struck hard. 5 years ago, I was a proud, brilliant red rose. Now that rose had completely withered. No vitality left. The pity in her eyes hadn't shown yet. Was cut off by my cold voice, CEO Shen. I come to report. My voice distant and polite, as if we were only strangers. Suddenly the assistant cried out in surprise. Muke, your face. Shen Qingqing's face immediately changed. She stood up abruptly, rushed before me, face dark and terrifying. Who hit? I tilted my head, said nothing, Shen Qingqing. Please don't concern yourself with me. This slap on my face doesn't hurt at all. But as soon as you asked, I felt uncomfortable to the point of suffocating. Muke, you're really getting more capable. After speaking, she couldn't contain her anger. Heavy breath puffing into my ear. I unconsciously stepped back to steps. Voice without any warmth. CEO Shen, this is my personal matter. I have no obligation to report to you. Shen Qingqing was choked by me, but soon returned to coldness. As long as it doesn't affect work, I don't care about your face. She turned to the assistant. Take him to handle procedures. Meeting in half an hour. The assistant immediately led me away. On the way, she didn't forget to whisper, Muke. The CEO's temper is erratic. Bear with it more. After all, a secretary with 50,000 monthly isn't everywhere. Monthly 50,000. Such a large Shen corporation is so stingy. But who made me the one at fault? I have to bear this loss. I nodded to assistant Wei Kick. Just serving a difficult boss. I can endure. She immediately sighed in relief. The next second she curiously leaned in, wanting to add my WeChat. I casually took out my phone. After she scanned mouth non-stop Muke. I am Wei Kick. Call me Little Wei. You don't call me Muke either. Call my name. As soon as words ended, Wei Kick's face turned pale. Expression worse than crying. Call my name. The CEO not sending her to Siberia would be strange. She quickly changed topic. It'll take you to report first. Result: the HR entry procedure efficiency was strangely fast, as if greenlit for me. Even the bank staff was waiting beside. As soon as I received employee card, bank card was also processed. Next, HR gave me a brand new notebook and pen. But seeing the notebook printed with roses, my whole body stiffened. University memories flooded like waves. I once declared when taking over the company, notebook must be rose style. And she then smiled, saying fine. Then in the future it'll be your HR director. Who knew the passionate young master of yesteryear now fall into this state? The girl who said Shen work for me now became my big boss. My fingers trembled brushing over the roses. Has she not forgotten, or just coincidence? Right then, Wei Kick led me into the CEO office. Shen Qingqing originally had a reluctant face. Seeing us enter, immediately switched to indifferent CEO. I have arranged Muke in the secretary department. Do you approve? Shen Qingqing narrowed her eyes, emitting dangerous aura. Speak. Wei Kick, scared to trembling, quickly asked, so CEO, how should arrange? Shen Qingqing's fingers lightly tapped the table, thin lips slightly opened right at the door. She immediately looked at me. Muke, arranged like this, or you satisfied? As long as CEO Shen is satisfied. I showed an indifferent attitude. Working anywhere is just wage labor. But her face immediately turned black as the bottom of a pot, as if choked hard by my words. My non-competitive attitude angered her. Wei Kick, beside frantically thinking, suddenly showed enlightened look. The CEO's beloved first love, could it be him? Then when I rejected the CEO back then, wasn't I a hero among heroes? Next second, Wei Kick quickly showed loyalty. CEO, I will arrange the office right away. Within a day it will be done. So I, with Shen Qingqing, attended a full-day marathon meeting. Unexpectedly, she kept calling my name to ask during the meeting. Wei Kick's cold sweat soaked her shirt. A new employee, what does he know? But I answered fluently each time, going straight to the plan's core. I did it on purpose. Seeing Shen Qingqing's lips slightly curve, casually evaluating, not bad. Has some ability. In a blink she used me as a weapon, suppressing the senior managers. You all are not even as good as a new employee. Take the plans back and redo. The entire meeting room immediately fell silent. Actually, in my heart, secretly delighted. These projects were all from my sleepless nights, flipping through Shen Corporation's public documents, researched out. Unexpectedly today truly came in handy. As soon as the meeting ended, everyone fled like refugees, leaving immediately. I stood up. CEO Shen, it's time to get off work, if no other matters. Muke, you can get off. I immediately turned to Wei Kick. Assistant Wei, is my workspace done? Oh, not yet. Leave your things with me first. But right then, Shen Qingqing's icy voice rang out. Leave them in my office. She narrowed eyes full of danger. Bothering others, you feel embarrassed. This tone, is she jealous? I had to carry things following her into the office. Placed all office supplies on her desk. My fingers unconsciously brushed the roses on the notebook. Image. This unconscious action was clearly seen by her. I thought I hid it well, but still discovered by her. Shen Qingqing's voice with some teasing. So the roses on the notebook, that beautiful? Yes, quite special. I could only grit teeth and play dumb. She, on the contrary, seemed choked. Half a day unable to speak. I immediately retracted all emotions. Switched to cold work face. CEO Shen, if work is done, I request to get off. After speaking, I turned and left, without any lingering. Behind, seemed to faintly hear her muttering a curse. But when I looked back, She had returned to her eternal icy face. After I left in the CEO office, Shen Qingqing leaned back in chair lazily, whole body exuding irritability. She asked Wei Kik in a low voice, "The investigation I asked you about, how is it?" "Already found out." CEO Wei Kik immediately dropped the playful look, expression serious. The slap on Mu Ke's face was by his mother Zhao Jiajie. She not only keeps gigolos outside, but also has an illegitimate child. Mu Ke has lived very miserably these years. Shen Qingqing's eyes immediately froze. Zhao Jiajie now holds control of Mu Corporation. Yes, the shares Mu Ke should receive upon adulthood. Wei Kik flipped documents carefully reported. The shares are now all in Zhao Jiajie's hands. Shen Qingqing's brows knitted into a dead knot. She couldn't understand. Why did my father give all shares to that vile woman? Right then, a man hurriedly burst in, "Sister, off work, why haven't you left?" Baba Zion, as soon as he arrived, cut off Wei Kik. Also arrogantly threw bag on sofa. "My nominal fiance, of course, must come help you clean up the bees around you." Shen Qingqing softly cursed lunatic. The two bickered a few sentences. Baba Zion's suddenly curious, "Sister, the kid I met coming up, isn't he the one from yesterday at the police station? Why did you bring him into the company?" At the same time, I had just returned to the so-called home, already blocked at the door. Zhao Jiajie dressed elegantly, face full of contempt. "Brat, hurry, follow me." "Delay second, Miss Lee. I won't forgive you." She reached to grab me, but I deftly avoided. Next second, Zhao Hansheng also jumped out. Voice sarcastic, "Brother, I prepared a suit for you. Hurry, change." These two really planned to sell me. I was dragged by the maid to change. When I wore the tight red suit, Zhao Jiajie stared dumbfounded. Zhao Hansheng's eyes full of malice. "On what basis?" "Same mother. Yet I am stunningly beautiful like this." Zhao Jiajie, without mercy, directly stuffed me into the car. In the VIP room of Emperor Hao International Hotel, Zhao Jiajie lowered voice threatening, "You better obey me, otherwise I'll burn all your father's relics." I trembled with anger, but she smiled sinisterly. "Today, please, second Miss Lee, well, I'll return 2 of your father's relics. Otherwise, I had to grit teeth and compromise." Next second, a flirtatious woman and a girl over 200 pounds entered. Zhao Jiajie immediately smiled, welcoming President Lee. "This is the second miss. Truly outstanding talent." I almost vomited on the spot. That fat girl, even shorter than me. Features crammed together. How outstanding talent. But President Li's eyes like hooks, staring at me. "President Zhao, this is your noble son. Truly national beauty, heavenly fragrance. You really can bear to. For cooperation between our families. Must show some sincerity. Zhao Jiajie, this person, for benefits, really wants to sell me." President Li turned to ask daughter, "Do you like this young man? Let him be your husband." The fat girl named Li Nianian not only debauched, but looked at me with hungry eyes. She drooled, shouted like, "Husband, husband can go to bed, I want." Zhao Jiajie again showed satisfaction. "Since second Miss likes, then we discuss marriage and cooperation. Can sign today." She, for benefits, really wants to push me into the fire pit. Zhao Jiajie and Li Zhaoxiao exchanged glances, then ordered me to check why food not served. I immediately stood up. The moment stepping out of the VIP room, I felt reborn. That disgusting place. I didn't want to stay another second. Urged the food dream on. I outside deliberately delayed 20 minutes. Only then slowly returned with the first dish. But just closing the door, a familiar figure passed the hallway. "Wei Kik, what is she doing here?" She seemed to see me too. Face full of shock. Right after, as if realizing something, face changed greatly, hurriedly left. At this time in another VIP room, Shen Qingqing was drinking with a few close friends. But all evening her mind wasn't here. "CEO Shen, what's wrong with you? Soul seems flown away. Sisters, long time no gather. You didn't even smile." Shen Qingqing just raised glass to drink it all. A bang sounded. Wei Kik burst in, crashing into the door. Shen Qingqing frowned displeased, but Wei Kik anxious, sweating. leaned to her ear whispering CEO. Mu Ke is in the service area. Seems sold by his mother. Next second Shen Qingqing jumped up. Like a gust of wind rushed out of the room, leaving several close friends bewildered looking at each other. Immediately stood up to follow. In the banquet hall, I had been cornered, no way out. Zhao Jiajia raised glass fiercely forced me. Second Missly toasts you drink for me. Don't forget your father's relics. Zhao Jiajia, I am after all your biological son. Aren't you afraid of heavenly punishment? Less nonsense being toasted by second Miss Li. Is blessing from 8 lifetimes. I desperately resisted that stupid girl. Li Nianian immediately enraged. She smashed the glass on the ground. Yelled him angry. Zhao Jiajia directly pushed me toward Li Nianian. Second Miss, this lowly kid. From now on is yours. Handsome husband. Li Nianian's lustful hand about to touch me. I closed eyes in despair. Right at that moment, the banquet hall door was kicked open hard by someone. Who is so blind? Li Zhaoxiao's scolding stopped abruptly. Shen Qingqing charged in with murderous aura. Seeing me restrained, she directly kicked hard at Li Nianian. The over 200-pound fat girl was kicked flying instantly. I scared legs soft about to fall. But Shen Qingqing, quick eyes and hands, hugged me into her arms. She looked down at me, eyes full of emotions. Right after she took off her suit jacket wrapping around me, I completely stunned, mind blank. This woman saved me once again, until Li Nianian's scream sounded. We snapped away. Her several friends also entered. Only then did she release me, face dark as if dripping water. Muke. Even on a blind date, pay attention to image a bit. People of Shen Corporation can't dress revealing like this. Though full of doubts, I still obediently nodded. Li Zhaoxiao, heartbroken for daughter. Upon seeing clearly who came, immediately scared bloodless. The head of Shen Corporation, Shen Qingqing, heir of Gu family Gu Sisi, heir of Li family Li Yingying, and miss of Si family Si Huhui. These young ladies. She couldn't afford to offend any. But Li Nianian, that stupid girl, still yelled. She hit me. I want to kill her. She dared touch my husband. Shen Qingqing's face immediately black as the bottom of a pot. She gritted teeth. Step by step approached mother and daughter. Li Zhaoxiao want to die. That aura like king of hell from underworld. Li Zhaoxiao, scared soul flying. Quickly shielded daughter, begged CEO Shen. My daughter, mind not good. Please show mercy. But Li Nianian still wanted to fight back. Shen Qingqing, eyes ice cold, grabbed her hand, smashed hard on table. Bang! Marble table shattered. Knowing she's an idiot yet bringing her out to mock. As a mother, you're this stupid too. Li Zhaoxiao hugged daughter crying. Zhao Jiajia beside, eyes flickering. I saw Shen Qingqing's killing intent rise again. Just because that stupid girl called me husband. She emitted sky-high murderous intent. I couldn't let her cause trouble because of me. Don't know where courage came from. I rushed to hug her. Qingqing. I'm fine, don't make a big deal. This Qingqing made Shen Qingqing's red eyes regain some clarity. She tilted head as if waiting for me to continue. Qingqing, let's go. The whole hall stared in shock. At this time, Wei Kick rushed over, took out a pill, quickly stuffed into Shen Qingqing's mouth. The bitter taste of the pill immediately spread. Shen Qingqing's eyes completely clear. She glared at Wei Kick. But Wei Kick showed professional fake smile. CEO. This is order from CEO Gu. Gu Sisi showed innocent. When did I betray you? Shen Qingqing's anger eased a bit. But looking at me, her face immediately ice cold. My suit jacket is very expensive. I startled, only then saw her jacket fell to ground. I quickly hugged arms tight. Stammered, I'll go first. As I turned, wrist gripped by her. Si Huhui. Take off your jacket. Si Huhui, bewildered, but still obediently took off suit jacket. Shen Qingqing took it, roughly draped over me. Why are you here? Her voice cold to freezing. President Zhao forced me to marry second Miss Li, dragged me on blind date. I honestly answered, but ignited the fire in her heart. She whipped around, stared at Zhao Jiajia, trying to slip away. Gu Sisi immediately stepped forward, blocking President Zhao. In such a hurry, where to? Shen Qingqing stepped closer. Zhao Jiajia scared, backing away. She even dared yell at me, "Mu Kebrat. Hurry over, help your mother." I stood still, unmoving. Shen Qingqing's 3 friends quietly protected me in the middle. "Mu Ke, just stand with us." The unexpected kindness made me a bit awkward. "Thank you, if thank then thank CEO Shen." Next second, Shen Qingqing swung hands, slapping Zhao Jiajia. Force so strong, half her face immediately swollen. "Your mother really is worthless." Pushing own son into fire pit, she swung again, slapping the other cheek of Zhao Jiajia. Zhao Jiajia still stubborn. "Who the hell are you?" "I am the chairman of Mu Corporation." Li Zhaoxiao, standing beside, rolled her eyes white. "Truly an idiot." Shen Qingqing laughed out of anger. "This is the first time I've heard someone dare threaten me like this. A worthless thing marrying into the Mu family, worthy how?" Zhao Jiajia's face turned purple like pig liver. Shen Qingqing turned to me. "You. How do you want to handle her?" I stepped out from the crowd, stood beside her, eyes ice cold. "My marriage I decide myself. No need for you to interfere." I turned to stare at Zhao Jiajia. Voice gloomy. "Today's play is over. The things you promised miss even one." I will cut a slash on Zhao Hanshang's face. As soon as words ended, I turned and left, without any lingering. I couldn't let her see my miserable and weak appearance. As I walked away, behind came a loud crash. Shen Qingqing angrily kicked over the nearby object. "Mu Ke or something. Want to cross the river and burn the bridge? Our business isn't finished yet." The night wind coldly blew on my face. I walked soullessly on the street, heart full of shame and discomfort. Always the worst face, seen completely by Shen Qingqing. I could almost imagine how she would mock me tomorrow. "Mu Ke, is this the happy life you spoke of?" Just thinking made me suffocate to death. Didn't know how long I walked. I dragged my weary body home. Zhao Jiajia was already waiting at the door. As soon as I got home, Zhao Jiajia, face dark, blocked the way. As soon as she saw me, without a word, swung a slap. "You unfilial child, seeing me hit, you're very happy, right?" I expressionless retorted. Zhao Jiajia, "Today all self-inflicted by you." She, angry to madness, raised hand to hit again, but I suddenly gripped her wrist tightly. Eyes cold as knife. "Mother, the things you kept, better return everyone to me. Otherwise, I don't mind destroying Mu Corporation myself." She trembled with anger. "Mu Corporation is your father's lifelong effort." I smiled faintly. "My father is dead, who cares anymore?" At this time, Lin Lingshan shook shoulders, stepped out from the villa. Voice sweet to nausea. "Wife, don't be angry. Quarreling with this kid not worth it." But he turned to whisper in Zhao Jiajia's ear. "Petty calculation. Wife, why not let Mu Ke help our son build connections? Tonight those people are all rich heiresses." His scheme clear as day. Want Zhao Hansheng to marry into powerful family, to swallow Mu Corporation whole. Zhao Jiajia, hearing, indeed moved. She coldly looked at me. That Shen Qingqing, who exactly is she? She felt she looked familiar, but couldn't remember. I found it extremely funny. "You don't even know who she is." She showed impatience. Lin Lingshan beside mocked Mu Ke. "Hurry, introduce the Zia family miss to your brother." I lazy to respond to him, just stared at Zhao Jiajia, word by word clear. "You don't want to know who Shen Qingqing is. The sole heir of Shen Corporation, CEO of Shen Corporation." I clearly saw Zhao Jiajia's face immediately turned pale, eyes full of fear. Right after I dealt the fatal blow. Also the ex-girlfriend you once used to threaten me. The next morning, 39th floor of Shen Corporation. New desk arranged right at the CEO office, within arm's reach. But all my office supplies still left inside Shen Qingqing's office. I stood outside the door, hesitating forever. Dared not step in. What if she was inside? Just as I was still hesitating, Assistant Wei passed by. "Mu Ke, why standing here not going in?" I slightly embarrassed. I want to get my things back, but without CEO Shen's permission. Unexpectedly, she showed understanding. Directly opened the door for me. "Go in. The CEO hasn't arrived yet." I softly thanked, then stepped into the office. But the next second, I was like struck by lightning, froze in place. All my office supplies thrown entirely into the trash. Assistant Wei following behind. Seeing this also stunned Muket. Don't misunderstand. Probably she stammered, unable to speak. Couldn't find a reasonable excuse. I, on the contrary, quickly calmed. Just faintly asked Assistant Wei, the CEO, can anyone enter this office? Of course not. She blurted then. Face immediately turned pale. I understood. So Shen Qingqing hated me to this extent. That's good too. Let her continue hating. Between us, best only left pure debt relation. I curved a sarcastic smile. Until I went to HR to request a new set. Assistant Wei still wanted to say something. Mu can just wait for the CEO to arrive. I directly cut her off. Assistant Wei, how can the boss explain to employee? After speaking, I calmly left the office. Sat quietly at my desk. Until exactly 9 o'clock, I stood up to go downstairs. Assistant Wei said the CEO was arriving. I stood waiting at the door. She called telling me to go to HR myself. But when Shen Qingqing stepped to the office door, didn't see me anywhere. Her brows immediately furrowed tight. Where is Secretary Mu? Assistant Wei quickly stepped forward, said nothing. Just silently opened the office door. Shen Qingqing glanced around, glared, where is he? Unexpectedly, Assistant Wei forced a smile. Pointed to the trash in the room. CEO. Mu Ke thought you threw his things. Assistant Wei's words not finished. Shen Qingqing's face already black. She strode to the trash. Stared at the office supplies I received yesterday. Who did it? Her voice full of warning. Assistant Wei pointed to the office. CEO probably need to check the camera. Shen Qingqing immediately opened the computer. While waiting for boot, she stared at Assistant Wei. Mu Ke thought it was me who threw. Assistant Wei's silence was the clearest answer. Damn it, she softly cursed. Eyes full of annoyance, get the camera for me. I want to see which blind person dared to play tricks on my territory. As soon as camera opened, she suddenly stood up. Find the person, then report to me. Then she had no mind for work. Eyes locked on the office door. Until I held new office supplies appeared. She strode before me, snatched the things from my hand, slammed hard on the table. Next second, she pulled me straight into the office. CEO Shen, any instructions? My voice distant and cold, like building a high wall. But this damn man, yesterday still called Qingqing, today already CEO Shen. She showed dissatisfaction. I don't want to be wronged. Early morning. I immediately understood. She was talking about the office supplies. But I no longer cared. CEO Shen, just a small matter. No need to make a big deal. She, on the contrary, angered by my attitude. In your heart already convicted me, thinking I revenge on you, deliberately embarrass you. Isn't that so? I chose silence, and my silence thoroughly ignited her anger. Right then, Assistant Wei suddenly stood up. CEO. Camera shows last night besides the guard. Only one person entered your office. Words just ended. Temperature in the office dropped to freezing. Assistant Wei felt unable to breathe. Quickly slipped away. I'll go out first. She even thoughtfully closed the door. Unexpectedly just turned. She bumped right into the man in the camera. Planning director by Howren. Assistant Wei is Sister Shen inside. He said and tried to rush in, but blocked firmly by Assistant Wei. The CEO is very angry. You should think. How to explain? The air in the office suffocating. I nervously gripped my shirt hem. Just wanted to leave immediately. CEO Shen, if no other matters, I request to go out first. Words not finished. Shen Qingqing, with anger and grievance, rushed over. She gripped my hand tight, pulled me straight to the computer screen. Look clearly. Who exactly touched your things? Her voice extremely domineering, but mixed with hard to detect grievance. I'm not that petty. Can't tolerate ex-boyfriend's things. I just faintly glanced at the screen. A feeling of guilt immediately drowned me. So it wasn't her. I stared at the screen for long, only slowly uttered a few words. Sorry. I misunderstood you. She snorted arrogantly, turned her face away, but couldn't help glancing at me with corner of eye. Seeing me, no reaction. She couldn't stay calm. Besides sorry, nothing else to say. I blankly raised head. Besides sorry, what else should I say? She choked by me, angry to suffocate. Who apologizes with this attitude? She angrily pulled me into her embrace, pushed me hard onto the desk. Position ambiguous to the extreme. She slightly bent down. I even heard her strong heartbeat clearly. Muke, your apology has no sincerity. Her voice like ground between teeth, carrying suppressed anger. That jasmine scent actually not bad, but I felt nauseous. The woman before me no longer mine. What are we entangled like this for? CEO Shen, please release me first. But the more I struggled, the more annoyed she became. Muke, you in such hurry to cut ties with me. The nerve in my brain completely snapped. We can't continue like this. If your fiancé sees it won't be good. She stiffened, looked at me with complicated eyes. Damn it, really she. At this moment, surely thinking if only not play pretend. She thought I don't read news about her, but didn't know I not only read, but studied carefully. Now great. I plan to use that non-existent fiancé to draw a clear line with her, truly shooting myself in the foot. And she couldn't even explain a word. Muke, talent for making me angry is innate. 5 years ago like that. Now still she gritted teeth, like wanting to bite hard on my lips. I pushed hard but couldn't. CEO Shen, I already apologized. She forcefully suppressed emotions, suddenly released me no wrong, then invite me to eat. Right after she changed tone, full of schemo right. Muke still owes 60 million. Have money to treat. My face immediately cold. No need for CEO Shen to worrying. Money for one meal I still have. But she didn't let go. Muke, these years what did you do? Even your mother doesn't want you. Words not finished. Door came a charming call. Sister Shen. This call immediately crushed all my thoughts. Shen King's face also became extremely ugly. The explanations just to my mouth, all swallowed back. CEO Shen, if no other matters, I request to go first. I turned to leave, but stopped at the door. I swept over the trash pile, then left without looking back. Door just cracked open. Bai Howard almost fell in. Who are you? Why in the CEO's office? His eyes looked at me full of hostility. I lazy to pay attention, slipped past, handily slammed the door. Assistant way outside immediately ran over. The CEO didn't do anything to you, right? I already knew it wasn't her. Also already apologized. But after apologize, still have to treat her to eat. This woman bad habits really unchanged. I just slightly curved lips, said nothing more. In the office, Bai Howard was smiling flatteringly at Shen Qing. Sister Shen, I saw that pile not worthy, so conveniently cleaned for you. He still thought he did a great deed. Unexpectedly, Shen King's face cold to freezing. Those are things I allowed to stay. You dare touch my things without permission. I have full reason to suspect you commercial spy. Now immediately go submit resignation. She pressed the internal phone. Coldly spat to words come in. Assistant Wei quickly entered. CEO, any orders? Take him to HR for resignation procedures. From today, I don't want to see this person in the company anymore. Bai Howard stunned. Sister Shen, why treat me like this? I just threw some trash. Is it that serious? Shen Qing full of disgust. Who is your sister? Dare call wrongly. I'll cut your tongue. She thought more angry. Annoyed pulled her vest. Strode out. Before I return handle this person cleanly for me. She stepped out of the office. Cold eyes glanced at me. Secretary, follow me. In the underground garage, she got straight into a bright red Ferrari. I stood by the passenger door, but no intention to get in. This car coincidentally identical to Guxian's. Seeing me hesitate forever, she opened mouth with a string of sarcasm. What other woman's Ferrari you sit? Mine you can't sit. My heart jumped. Could it be that day at the police station? She saw Guxian pick me up. Already saw. Why deliberately say other woman? I opened the door, got in. Coldly retorted CEO Shen, poor eyesight. Suggest I check. She immediately ignited anger. Muke, what do you mean? Literal meaning. I also didn't know where this irritation came from. Anyway, my heart extremely uncomfortable. But what right do I have to be angry? Even if she misunderstands, I have no standing to explain. I suppressed emotions and heart. Cold voice CEO Shen, now is work hours. Where are you taking me? But she said not a word, stepped on gas and sped away, until the car suddenly stopped before the hospital gate. My heart tensed. Could she be sick? CEO Shen knew and well. Unexpectedly, she didn't bother explain. Pulled me out of car. You are sick. I take you for checkup. I struggled hard. Am not sick. Am very healthy. But she didn't hear. Gripped me tight, pulled into hospital. Shen Ching Ching. I really not sick, release me. But she heard nothing. Pulled me, kicked open a clinic door. The doctor inside startled. Just about to open mouth to scold. Saw clearly who came, only weakly complain. Third sister, next time don't be violent. Door broken, I have to pay. Shen Ching Ching didn't pay attention to him. Roughly pressed me into chair. Then looked up at doctor. Ordered in undeniable voice. Check him thoroughly. The doctor saw my face clearly. Unexpectedly smiled. Hello. Moo, can we meet again? I dazed. Isn't this Dr. C? Just met yesterday. I quickly forced polite smile. Dr. C. Yesterday, really sorry. Your coat ill wash and return. Unexpectedly see who Hui showed unconcerned. Just a coat. You'll have third sister buy new one. Third sister Shen Ching Ching, my heart jumped. Quickly explained the coat I dirtied. No relation to CEO Shen. Done, didn't I harm Dr. C? Words just ended. Shen Ching King's face black as pot bottom. The doctor quickly forced a smile to mediate. Where do you feel uncomfortable? I quickly shook head. Am fine. It's CEO Shen. Words not finished. Already coldly cut by Shen Ching Ching. Check his back and face. Hit yesterday, he still won't stop. Then do full body check. Save the entry health exam. My head buzzed. HR didn't require health check. I unconsciously blurted, I don't need. Heart knotted at throat. Absolutely not. Last night just took anti-inflammatory. If check, then what? But she didn't hear. Face dark, ordered, I am your boss. I say so. No more words, check now. Dr. C already handed the check form. My blood cold. I jumped up. Continuously backed away. No. I want check. I absolutely want lie on that cold machine. Next second, while she looked at form, I bolted straight out. Just to the door. Arm gripped by strong force. Shen Ching King's roar rang in ear. What are you running for? Check a bit, will die. I madly shook head. Used all strength to resist. Am fine, really fine. Please don't force me to check. My eyes full of despair. That secret absolutely cannot be discovered. Right then, Dr. C chased after. Gently comforted Muke. We want use machine. Just draw blood check, okay? What I immediately stopped struggling, but still held tight at waist by Shen Ching Ching. Half believing looked at him really. Words just out. I felt Shen Ching King's anger about to explode. Dr. C smiled, nodded, of course. I immediately glared at Shen Ching Ching. Annoyed spoke. CEO Shen can release hand. She snorted from nose. Reluctantly loosened. Right then, I just raised head. My lips accidentally brushed her nape. Both of us stiffened. I just about to push her away. Shen Ching Ching didn't give chance. She tightened grip. My whole body unexpectedly bumped into her nape. Bang! My mind blank. Before recover. Shen Ching Ching. Low voice full of seduction rang above. Moo, can you still take advantage of me? I scared, pupils contracted. Pushed her hard. Crazy. I must be crazy. She already has fiance. How can I do this to her? I dared not look at her anymore. Like a wild animal burrowed into Dr. Sis' office. Truly embarrassing, unbearable. Shen Ching Ching cold face followed. Dr. C began to ask Muke where uncomfortable. I blankly shook head. Nowhere. Shen Ching Ching immediately exposed lying. Clearly just now you touched waist. Injured yesterday. I stiffened in place. How did she know? This morning woke waist, indeed a bit painful. But I thought I hid well. Seeing me, no reaction. Her voice more urgent, asking you. I could only nod unconsciously. I also not clear. Just this morning waist a bit sore. She unexpectedly reached hand. What to do? I panicked rabbit. jumped near the door. I frowned, glared at her abroad 5 years. How this person no sense of boundary. We already broke up. Her hand stopped in midair. Face immediately dark. Gritted teeth asked, am I that scary? Making you avoid like seeing ghost. I stared at her. Word by word retorted, you have someone. We should keep distance. Your behavior is playing rogue. Shen King's face black as pot bottom. On what basis see who Hui can look but I can't? I am his girlfriend. But in my heart see who Hui was right. In doctor's eyes no gender. Checking waist what's wrong. Unexpectedly see who Hui gently spoke Muke. Turn back sit. I'll check waist for you. She absolutely intentional. I glimpsed her holding phone texting someone. I just sat down see who Hui stepped over. Even deliberately walked in front of Shen Qing. Result she immediately blocked by Shen Qing. What do you want to do? Of course check waist for Mu Kedi Lane not good. See Hui who is answer. Tight to make Shen Qing grit teeth. No change to male doctor. Girl what to look. See who Hui provoked third sister. I am doctor. In doctor's eyes only patient. But Shen Qing firmly no still no. I saw she really unreasonable. I just about to speak. Door unexpectedly came a voice department head see. You called me. The person at door was a young male doctor. See who Hui slightly curved lips. Said to him, trouble you check waist for this Muke. The male doctor immediately led me into the next check room. The moment door closed, I sighed in relief, but didn't know outside the air already frozen. Shen Qing dangerously narrowed eyes voice ice cold. See who Hui you want to die. See who Hui even dared at fuel third sister. Keep distance. Want to pursue the bright moon. This attitude of yours not good. Unexpectedly Shen Qing stubborn, you think too much. I just care for employee. She even coldly said. Back then he left me without hesitation. On what basis think I'll take back? See who Hui silently shut mouth dared not say more. Time passed second by second. Shen Qing also realized not right. Why still not done? See who Hui looked at by her scared. Had to knock door check finished. Worried waited another 5 minutes. Door finally opened. The male doctor looked at Shen Qing. Expression complicated Muke's waist bruised. Spray medicine fine. But his hesitant appearance. Like hiding a shocking secret. See who Hui immediately felt not right. Quickly prescribed medicine. Wrote a note stuffed to Shen Qing third sister. You take him to get medicine let nurse apply for him. Clearly wanting to chase us away. Shen Qing though suspicious. Still cold face led me away. We just left the office. See Hui whose face immediately sank speak. Just check waist why so long. The male doctor eyes red. Voice trembling department head. I really can't bear. Muke his back full of scars. What see who Hui shot? Yesterday he wore open back suit. How can have scars? The male doctor cried rebutting department head. There is something called concealer you don't know. Those scars long healed. All covered with makeup. He even added. Even his wrists a few scars. Look like suicide marks. See who Hui inhaled cold air. If this let Shen Qing know, the entire upper class will uproar. I just followed nurse into treatment room. Shen Qing's phone already called See Hu Hui, her voice full of threat. Better not hide anything from me. See Hu Hui on the other side said. You take him back first then return. Muke's condition a bit complicated. What complicated about me? Could Shen Qing know what I endured in Mu family? But nominally I still the young master of Mu family. Just to 3 minutes I already out of treatment room. Now only us two. I immediately reminded CEO Shen. This morning still have a meeting. Unexpectedly she snorted sarcastically. Secretary Mu truly dedicated. I had to swallow anger, this is my job. Result she heard even angrier. Turned head walked away. I thought she back to company. Unexpectedly she went straight to parking lot. I quickly chased to block CEO Shen. This morning you have schedule. But she smiled cunningly. Tapped the steering wheel. Now where I go must report to you. Then she word by word threw at me Muke. I go pick up my fiance you can manage. 3 words my fiance like lightning. I stood frozen in place. So going to meet fiance. Then I truly no right to interfere. I retracted all emotions. Expressionless replied, fine CEO Shen. I will notify related parties. Cancel the meeting. After speaking, I turned and left, without looking back. But I didn't know Shen Ching watching my back. In heart cursing herself terribly. That lie you also believe. Next second she turned the car. Sped like flying back to hospital. See who Hui dazed third sister so fast. But Shen Ching no mood for jokes. Directly asked what exactly is it. See Hui who is face now serious. The doctor said, Muke's back has dozens of old scars. And wrists have suicide marks. Impossible. Shen King's pupils contracted tight. She didn't believe. Insisted on asking that male doctor. Result, the male doctor questioned to impatience. Argued back, don't believe then strip yourself to see. He even muttered, damn woman. Now pretend deep. Where were you earlier? See who Hui heard scalp numb. Quickly pulled Shen Ching third sister. No one jokes about this. If I guess right, Muke probably has depression. Shen Ching didn't know how she returned to company. Whole person like soul extracted. As soon as saw me, she without word pulled me into office. Bang, locked the door. I was inexplicably pinned to the desk by her. She from behind hugged me tight. Began to lift my shirt. I scared, struggled madly. I loudly questioned CEO Shen, what do you want to do? This is the office. You already have fiance. Why treat me like this? But she coldly threatened, better you obey. Otherwise, I can't guarantee what will happen. Next second, my back cold. Shirt pulled up by her. When seeing the crisscross scars, Shen King's eyes immediately red done. Finally, she saw. I had to resign to lying still. No more movement. Until I coldly opened mouth. CEO Shen seen enough. Can I get up? She then carefully released me. Voice hoarse to scary. Your wounds. My heart immediately understood. Surely, the male doctor reported. I expressionless looked at her. As you see, CEO Shen, any other matters. This sentence thoroughly angered her. She pulled me hard into embrace. Eyes red, roared Muke. How did you let yourself become like this? Left me 5 years. How not a good day? Speak, who did it? Look at me and answer. But I just silently replied, CEO Shen. This is my personal matter. No relation to you. This sentence almost made Shen Ching grind teeth to pieces. She angry to madness. Muke, you must talk to me like this. I still calm. CEO Shen. You are the one engaged. We should keep distance. Damn it, in her heart, surely cursing. Surely because of that damn fiance. Seeing me stubborn like this, her lungs like to explode. But thinking of the scars full on my back, she again couldn't get angry. She even tried to explain. Muke, actually I have no fiance. Words not yet out. Outside suddenly noisy.